explain my role, and then we can get into the actual placement of the arrays. So anytime you all have any questions that are medically related, we want those to go to Dr. Villano's office. So anytime there are questions about the device or equipment or anything related to our therapy that's not medical, you can call the 855 number that I was talking about. That's listed here, and that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also email them if you want to. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start with you. You said you were able to look at some videos online, right? So you were able to look at some. What kind of videos were they? Did you talk about how to use it, or what did you see so far?
Just people. This one woman explained how she's able to live a normal everyday life.
Okay.
Go to the gym and do stuff.
Well, good. Well, so what came in this box that you all got yesterday is actually a DVD that explains how you put everything on. So that's in here for your reference too. But usually we ask you to watch it beforehand, but it just got here, so that's what I'll do today.
You got a VCR tape. That's all that Shire has.
A VCR? I don't know, maybe we can get it on VCR.
You are active.
So the first thing we're going to do is actually place the arrays on your head, okay? And so, Mom, if I can get you to come over and help for this part, because are you going to be putting them on usually?
Probably right here and right here.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll have everybody who's going to do it take a turn.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do the first one, and then I'll let everybody else take a turn, okay? So what
Just
we're going to
like Pintail Donkey.
So what we're going to do is we're going to place, so I know that some people think it's a cap or a hat. It's actually 4 individual pieces that we put on at a time, okay? So you're going to use these transducer arrays, okay, so 4 of them. And each time you go to put them on, you're going to use 2 black and 2 white. By black and white, we just mean the color of the cord, okay? So black and white. So the black go on the back and the front, and the white go on the right and the left. The reason for that is the front and the back communicate to make a field, and the sides communicate to make a field. So that's why that color is, the 2 colors are important, okay? So black is back, exactly. White is right and left. Very good, exactly. Yep. So we give you. I know it looks like I'm kind of moving in, but and I might. Actually, I was saying your house is beautiful. I didn't know what to expect when you said at church. It's gorgeous. So but we actually give you a month's supply of these arrays when you first start. So you've got a box of white, a box of black. Okay.
So we only use them
one time use, and you'll wear them on your head for about 2 or 3 days. Okay, and then you'll put a new set on the next time. So they're one-time use, and then you get.
So he'll all the time have them on.
So you're not gonna take them every time you turn off therapy or you're off of it. You're not gonna take everything off because they're gonna stick on your head for a couple days. You can be unplugged from it if you want to, but most people are on it as much as they can. And then the days where you take the arrays off, you can use that. Usually build it into your weekly routine. Whether it's to swim this time of year or do whatever, if it's a day that you want to have a longer time at the gym and not have to worry about it, take them off that morning, go do whatever you want to do, and then put them on later in the day or, whenever you get back. So there's no amount of time that you have to have them on or off as far as when you're switching them out, but...
I've seen a lot of times they talk about 18 hours.
Right, so that's in our operation manual in here. That is what we found. And that's part of your prescription. So Dr. Villano wants you to wear it at least that much. And so let me find out where it says it in here.
We'll just catch up on the Netflix series.
Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of good stuff on there they just put up. So we want you to wear as much as you can. Okay, you can't really overwear it. The thing with this therapy is when it's on, and when it's not, it's not. So it's not like chemo or even Advil that you take. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question. Every time does he need to shave his head at each time?
We'll do everything that we're about to do. You're going to do every time he puts the arrays on.
Okay.
So usually it's about twice a week. So once you know, and it's different for everybody. The time of year that it is obviously affects it because I'll show you what they look like in just a second so you can see.
Okay.
But some people don't sweat very much. Some people aren't as active as you are. Some people, their hair doesn't grow very fast. So you just got a couple different factors that are going to influence how often it's kind of like how often you have to get your hair cut almost. You know what I mean? Or how, so that's, I'll show you what those look like in just a second.
I have a question. So these are like for 1 day use?
They're for
2 or 3.
2 to 3 days. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if he has these on, he needs to have them on for 18 hours. Should have. Can he take those off
No.
to go to the gym?
No.
Or does he just unhook? They'll always be on his head.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's a day that you're changing them out entirely, they're gonna be on his head.
Okay, got
so
it.
most people are on it for more than 18 hours a day because they're like, I've got these on my head, I might as well be plugged in, and then we'll take a break once they actually have them off, because then you can kind of be without
So
it.
they'll still be stuck to his head even if it's not on.
Right.
Okay,
Except if it's an exchange day when it's
Right.
time to switch them out. That's a great question though. Okay, so that's how the arrays work. So you'll take 2 from each. Now the way we place the arrays on his head, on your head, is based off of this layout. Okay. So this is not your head or face. It's just a generic.
Not my job, I think that's required.
Yeah. Well, this one has he doesn't really have a forehead, so it's a little different. It's just a generic male schematic. Okay. So we're gonna place it though based on landmarks of the face. So the front one is pretty well aligned with your nose. You use your ears for the ones on the side, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, I'll place the first one, then I'll help you all do the other ones. Okay. So just so you can see before we go to placing them, this is what they look like. So each array, you're always going to open them from the top. It's just kind of pull it apart. The rest of it's sealed, so just a little thing to save you a little bit of time. So each of these arrays has 3 rows of 3 ceramic discs. Okay, that's what actually delivers the therapy, or those discs. This white bandage part is just to kind of hold everything together. We can trim that if we need to. Try not to, because it's going to help everything stick a little bit longer, but if it's bothersome, if it's too low, we can trim it, and we'll go over that in a second. But we always want to make sure that these discs have really good contact with your scalp. And that's why we have to switch them out every couple days, because your hair is going to grow, you're going to sweat, just normal oils on your skin are going to cause that adhesive to break down. So that's what they look like, and that's why it's important that we change them. Okay? All right, so you'll have already shaved his head. It looks great. What we want to do when you're going to put them on is use the shaver, the electric shaver. We don't want to use a straight razor, even though it might get a little bit closer. We don't want to have any skin irritation. We don't want to open anything up. We always want to use the shaver. It's the safest, and we want to be as good to your skin as possible. So you did a great job. I don't think I need to touch anything up, but it looks good. So what you would do is, I'm sure you're familiar with how to use a shaver, but you just push this button, firm circular motions. Okay? So that's what you'll do each time you put these on. Okay? Yeah, we got it. We got an
You got
expert.
that part.
I've got it.
We got an expert in our midst. That's good. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is alcohol all over your scalp. So you've got your alcohol. That's great. We give you gauze pads. They're in the pocket of this duffel bag over here. So I just got one out for us. I want to make sure. Is this opened yet? For us. Okay.
You put your Bud Light back, Sharon. She said that.
You stop it.
Oh, that's the different
This is the
kind.
part I really wanted to do,
Yeah.
knock his head up.
Oh no! Wait. Well, and so that's we want to be as good to your skin as possible. So that's why anytime you all have any questions about if anything looks like you're worrisome, or if you have any areas that are sensitive or irritated, definitely let Dr. Villano know as soon as you can, because we don't want to make anything worse by not dealing with it at the time. Okay, it's gonna be a little cold. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just going over everything to make sure we've got all the little hairs that might have gotten away from the shaver. Any oils on your skin. So the shorter we can get your hair and the cleaner we can get your scalp, the longer these are going to stick. Okay.
Now I had watched the video where they were putting them on, and they was like showing where they cut over the ear on them, and like they were showing that 1 or 2 little places that they had on their scalp, and they said to leave it uncovered.
Yes.
So like he's got a place that I noticed, like right here. Would you cut that or?
We could. Yeah. Is it like a mole?
It's like a mole.
Does it hurt? Is that
Where?
on the back of your head? You may not even know you have
He
it.
probably didn't know.
Yeah, I know you don't. We can avoid it. So
I didn't know it.
no, it's a great question. So the array layout is based off of your MRI.
Oh.
So it's not based on your actual head. It's for what's going on inside. So we do want to avoid. What is that? Oh, that's so okay. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if it was like a weather thing. I was like, do we need to take
She was getting worried.
Yeah, I was like, do we need it down? Okay. So it doesn't take into account any incisions, anything like that on your skin. So we will avoid those if when we place them. So I am going to start on this side because that's where your incision is, right over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take our right side. This is your left side.
They took into account for his shunt also, didn't
Dr. Villano knows the whole story, so yes, ma'am. Okay, so if we look at our picture, again, we want to get it as close to this picture as we can. So if we look at, okay, what color are we going to use on the, because it's right. What color is
White.
Good job. So we're going to use a white array. It's also color coded in case you forget. So the back and the front are black and those are white. Okay, so if we look at our picture, that middle row of discs is kind of towards the front of your ear. That's as exact as we get. You know, it's not, we don't have to measure, just get it as close to this as we can. So I'm gonna let you hold that for us and I'm gonna show everybody how we place them.